of all, I really don't want my phone to go and crash out. But anyways, I'm making this video because I'm so disturbed by human beings, like, and by people. And why do people use people just to get what they want and then just run away? Like, I'm telling you, there are so many selfish beings out there, and they're just out there to just literally come, steal your peace, and then run and take your energy. So people that are trying to steal your peace and take your energy, you have to run away from, okay? There are a lot of energy vampires out there that will literally come and try to hijack your peace. And, like, do you see how beautiful you are? Like, go look in the mirror and see how beautiful you are. Don't let people steal your peace, because that will literally kill your chi, okay? That will kill your energy. Every time you give your energy away, like, you're gonna literally become so sick. Every single time I give away my energy, I literally become so sick. I'm telling you, it's not worth it anymore. It's literally not worth it. So we're gonna really focus on loving ourselves in this world. And especially if you're a woman out there and you have men out there that just want you and then want to throw you away, don't let them dictate your mood, your happiness, your lifestyle, what you do, because you have so much more to offer in this world. And you don't need to be a product of people that will literally come and try to take your energy from you, okay? They will come and kill your vibe, and every single time that you allow them into your life, if you keep allowing them to kill your energy, like, you're not going to be able to handle yourself. So please just love yourself. It was so crazy. Yesterday, I was feeling so sick. I couldn't even move. I felt like 1,000 pounds. I was feeling so bad. And what I did was I completely chose, wait, I'm gonna keep my phone charging so we don't crash out. Hold 1 second. Okay, so there. Oh, it says 6%, but whatever. Okay, so basically what I did was I was feeling so like bad and whatnot, and I didn't know what to do. I felt like 1,000 pounds. I was just feeling so sick and stuff. And then I realized that there are people out there that have my energy and they don't have consent to it, and they feel like they took a part of me and they just kept it. So I'm really working on trying to become, and I worked on, like, calling back my power. And basically, like, how do you call back your power? You just kind of, like, you can do yoga, meditation. For me, I did yoga, I did meditation, and then I did, like, a lot of jumping jacks, and I kind of just, like, shook it all out of my body and just, like, jumped in any possible way that I wanted to. And, like, I didn't really care how I looked or how I felt. I just kind of just, like, got all that, like, heavy stuck energy out of my body. And let me just tell you, after that, I felt so free. I felt so good. And it's important that you keep allowing yourself to, like, just jump out all the negative energy, like, get it all out. And, like, sometimes, like, people that have, like, a lot of, like, pain or sadness in their body, like, if you don't, like, channel it somewhere else, it can just stay there and it can block you from creating more beautiful life for yourself. So it's really important that you really, if you have, like, a stuck energy in your body right now, or you feel like you can't create, or something is blocking you from actually living your life's purpose, it's important to just, like, try to get that energy out of your body, however that may be, okay? So that may be doing yoga, that may be just, like, going for a jog, going for a walk, listening to your favorite music, eating your favorite foods, just something that you can just be kind to yourself, because sometimes we get into the cycle of just being mean to ourselves for no good reason. Okay, thanks for watching. But really, this video is for me to look back at and say that I'm gonna love myself today. And, like, no matter what you're doing today, if you feel like you don't love yourself, try to do something that you can love yourself. Like, if that's being more present, if that's not running to addictions. Like, for me, where I will fall to, like, an addiction, it's gonna be, like, scrolling on my phone too much, thinking I'm not worthy enough, trying to change my body too much. Like, all those things, when I, like, get mad at myself, I will try to, like, run to, like, an addictive cycle. And it's not like I don't, like, do drugs, I don't smoke weed or any of that, but, like, my addictions are, like, you wouldn't think they're addictions. Like, they're so subconscious that, like, any other person, you would think, like, oh, it's just, you know, she's just not addicted, like, she doesn't have addictions because it's not visible. Like, she's not drinking alcohol, she's not smoking weed, you know. But so any other person wouldn't think that I have like an addictive type of personality, but personally, like, I know deep down my subconscious mind is kind of like has this like addictive feeling in it that like it just wants to always constantly change, and it constantly wants to be like, I need to change my body to look better. So sometimes I'll like cycle and try to like be like mean to myself and have like negative thoughts about my body and everything, but really like that's not gonna get me anywhere, and like my highest self wouldn't act like that. So these type of addictions, like, they're so, I would say, like, they're under the skin, like you can't see them, right? So you really have to be careful sometimes in life when like you think that like you don't have addictions, but sometimes it can be an addictive like personality trait that like is subconscious in your system, and you really have to like get rid of it in order to free yourself to better and live your better lifestyle. And what really heals me from a lot of like my addictive negative cycles of like what's between me and presence has gotten me, what really healed me, her name is Tara Brach, and she has a book called I think it's called Radical Acceptance. It's like a life-changing book that completely healed so many parts of me. And I really think that you have to really deep down look inside of yourself and be like, what's between me and presence? What's between me and being in my present moment right now? And if that might be, you know, you're being mean to yourself, you're having negative thoughts about yourself, you're thinking, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that, or you're in the future, you know, all those thoughts of yours are going to really siphon you from being present. And not being present is like eating you up alive. Like for me, when I'm not present, I feel like I'm just eating myself up alive. So even yesterday, I work at a flower shop, and yesterday I was about to close the shop, but before that it was late, and I was at the shop, and I was just like, oh my god, I just want to go home, I just want to eat dinner. Like it was late, and like I had a day, like I was tired, okay? So I was just like trying to rush it, and then I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I rushing this process? You know, when I get home, it's gonna be something else, and then it's gonna be something else, and then it's gonna be something else. So what I really chose to do was like just be present, enjoy the moment, like make more flower arrangements, try to see what else I can do that can make me more present. And what I really did was I really tried to become more present in where I was at, and it changed like the whole trajectory of my day. And I noticed that like my favorite music was coming on like Selena Gomez. She has a song called Feel Me. It's really, really good. That's just like came on, so then I just hired the music. I was like, yo, Alexa, like play it higher. So I started like playing the music higher. I started like making the orders for the next day, and I just was like, okay, what else do I have to do so I can become more present? And then I really enjoyed closing the shop, and I just felt so good because like I didn't allow myself to just like get so dictated by like these negative thoughts of mine that were trying to steal me from the present moment and try to take me to like the future. And it's important that we really try to become present and not let our thoughts or things or where we have to go next take us away from this present moment. And it's hard sometimes. Like we have like, I'm sharing my stories because I hope it can help you in some form or shape or way, that like you don't have to allow yourself to get into this like cycle of getting to the future. Like if you can do something today that you can become more present into this moment, it's gonna heal you from many different addictive cycles. And like yesterday, like if I didn't stop myself and pause before, I would have just like had literally gone into fight or flight. My nervous system would have been completely wrecked by the time I got home, because I was already in step 10 when I should have been in step 1 or step 3, you know? But I was already like 7 steps ahead of myself. Like there's no need for that. There's literally no need for that. Woo. But yeah, I really think that we have the power to create our life, and try and just really like become more present with whatever you are doing, because that will really heal parts of you that you never thought you were able to heal. And you have the power to create your life in this exact moment, and don't let them stop you, because you know there are gonna be people that might come and try to stop you and rob you from your happiness. And you know, I'm not blaming people. Like obviously I have the power and I allow that to happen. You know, I sometimes like we see the signs and we on purpose we will like, it's crazy, but like we will be so blind to it. Like, I know I had some relationships recently that I chose to turn a blind eye to it, you know. I chose to not look at the signs. I saw it in front of my eyes, and I chose to just be like, nah, this one, he's a good one, or like, no, it's not gonna happen this time. And like, if we choose to constantly just like be blindsided from what's in front of us, we can't move on in life. Like, open your eyes to what's in front of you. Exactly how somebody's actions are, that's how they are. Like, if someone's not showing up for you in the way that you want them to, nothing is gonna change. This is who they're gonna be forever and ever. And like, you can't think that, oh yeah, they're gonna change in the future. Oh, suddenly they're gonna start, you know, bringing me flowers and giving me princess treatment. Like, in a way, like, if someone's not doing that for you now, they're not gonna do that in the future. And like, obviously I chose to accept it, and I'm just saying, like, okay, that's like a small analogy, but that has a big, like, there's deeper to that. If someone's not like showing up for you and like that, like romanticizing you or all that, like, they're not gonna do it in the future. But obviously I accepted that, you know. And I'm just saying, like, if we accept these type of things for ourselves, like, we have to really be conscious and be aware of, like, okay, we have to treat ourselves in that way, that not accept this, like, really don't accept people to treat you this way. Don't accept this behavior, because I see it so much, this pattern that comes into my life, and I allow people to just come into my life and kind of just like use parts of me. And also, not only that, but I think that I'm not worthy of those type of relationships, and like, it's only in the movies, or, you know, it's only like so far out in the distance. And that's really what robs me from having it in the present moment, because I think it's so out there, like somewhere, like, who knows where, 200 miles away. And if we think something is so far out in the distance, that's what robs us from having it in the present moment. And there was a really good speaker that spoke about this. His name was Ed Milet. He speaks about this, and he says, like, what if your future, what if your like dream life is so close to you, but you have just a couple things to do, and it's like right there in front of you? What if it's like right there and you're just not seeing it? You know, what if you just aren't opening your eyes to it? And it's really true. Like, our dream life is just a couple steps away, but we keep going on the road that's just taking us to the not dream life. Okay, so we gotta really focus on turning and taking that road to the dream life of ours, okay? Because that's what's really gonna get us to our future selves. Anyways, I really think that if there's something today that you can do to become more present, if that is like pausing in between tasks. So also Tara Brach, again, I'm quoting her, but she speaks all about this, how like between tasks of what you do, just pause before you do it and be like, okay, like, pause and then continue. Like, even give yourself 5 seconds, like before, let's say, washing the dishes, or before doing your laundry, before going in your car, going somewhere, or I don't know, anything, before talking with someone. Just pause for 5 minutes, and then just like, then not 5 minutes, you go in 5 minutes and do meditation, or just like 5 seconds. And it really helps like get you out of that running state, and it really gets you into that sympathetic nervous system, like I think it's sympathetic, but because you don't want to be in the fight or flight. I think that's parasympathetic. Okay, I have to study that. Anyways, I'm mixing them up, whatever. You get the point. Basically, you don't want to be in fight or flight. You want to be in rest and digest more of the day than, you know, running and thinking there's a tiger chasing us. Like, no, we don't want to be like that. We don't want to live like that. But yeah, anyways, that's a story. That's the story, and I hope you guys can understand. Like, I hope you guys can take something from this and learn from it in a way that, like, you have the power to create your life and your dream life, and don't let anybody stop you, because then once we don't let anyone stop us and we just live our dream lives out fully, we will be free people, okay? And just remember, God has a better plan for you, and God is there for you, and you have something really good coming for you, and it's gonna come your way in the craziest way and you might not even know, so just be open to whatever comes your way. And I hope I wasn't blocking the speaker the whole time. All right, bye. I love you guys.